guys.
Hey.
3:30. I hope we have a good connection. It's so hot. The wires in my house might be like, I don't know, burning out front.
I know. My son had a field day, and so we were outside. He was playing outside for 2 hours. It was like a relay race.
Yeah, and you know where my mind goes immediately.
Tan.
You must be tan.
Audrey, we were standing out there, and we were like, we did not sunscreen him.
Oh my gosh.
But no, it was bad. Like, it was bad. I was like, I think he has a water. I hope he has a water. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was so hot, and I was in pants. I mean, like, we were dying. We were dying. It was ridiculous.
And like, at least he's at his prime sun time. You show up in a bathing suit. You're like, don't mind me. Don't mind me.
You're like this. Good luck. Good luck.
Okay, I'm gonna share this over on our Audrey and Vera group page. So
while you're doing that, I'm gonna tell them what we're doing.
Amazing.
So hey, Clarissa. So yesterday we were talking in our Permission to Hustle group. We were looking at over all the great images that people had submitted, and we love it. We love the interaction. We love the sharing that's going on in that community. It truly is a community. And one of the images really caught our attention. And it was all about staying in your lane. And the message behind that truly was, there was a little conversation online about people watching what other people are doing. And when you do that, you tend to lose focus on your own stuff. So, as a swimmer or, as a runner, you're both those things, Audrey. You could speak to this more than anybody. I mean, Audrey, where are the medals?
Don't make me get my medals out. I'll wear it if you want me to. No, like exactly what Vera said. Claudia had posted a really great quote, and she was, talking about how, she had seen some people write about how, there are some people out there who are buying likes and doing things. And really what I loved about, Claudia's thing, and Vera and I were talking about it yesterday, why it really meant so much to us was really who does have time. If you have the time to really be looking at everybody else. And, I guess the analogy, like Vera said, is straight up. I was a swimmer my whole life. And so every time I dove into the pool, I knew my job was to stay over that black line, down and back, or however many times my event was that particular day. Yeah. So truly, if I was swimming and I did not look down over that black line where I knew I'd stay centered in the lane, it's going to make me the fastest I could go. And truly, I'd just be focused on myself. If I was looking all around and stopping and treading water to see what is the other person beating me, I would completely stop my stroke. I would stop my stroke dead in its track, and I wouldn't go anywhere. Yeah. And when Vera and I were talking about Claudia posting that really great quote in the group, we kept thinking that, it is so true that in business, if you stop and you're so focused on what everybody else is doing, then you are taking time away from your business. You're taking time away from your hustle. And that's just not good business. You don't want to do that. We want to bring each other up and be each other's cheerleaders and supporters, but you don't want to be that person or be surrounded by people who are constantly focused on what everybody else is doing and not themselves.
And I also want to know, just using your sports analogy, because I also find whenever I'm looking for inspiration quotes, business and fitness go hand in hand. A fitness quote can completely work to inspire, a business. But, even if you look while you're swimming, while you're running, whatever, even if you look for a second to see what the other people are doing, it can really mess up your stride. And
absolutely.
And I think for us, especially, like, I always say, like, tunnel vision. Like, I go, when I'm really interested in something and when there's something that I really want to learn more about, or just like, sort of like dive into, like we dive in head first. Like Audrey and I are both very much like that. And I don't have time to see what everybody else is doing because that's none of my business. You go ahead and you do what you have to do. I am too busy building us, me and Audrey. I'm too busy worrying about me and her and how we are going to elevate us. I don't need to take anybody down to do that. And I think that thought process, and I think that's the right way to be, because let's just say somebody is not on the up and up.
Right.
What does that have to do with you?
Right.
Like,
right.
what does it have to do with you? It has absolutely nothing to do with your business plan. And
Right.
once you start honing in on those things, it can mess with your mind. And then maybe you get like obsessed about it. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this person's doing this and that person's doing that. And then all of a sudden you've just spent 2 hours today wasted on other people's energies. You know, it's just better off just worrying about yourself. And I don't mean that in a way like, don't be part of a community.
Right.
I don't think that way, because we are giving. Like I love to see the way that Permission to Hustle has evolved. We are a giving community. I don't mean to say worry about it. Right. I just mean don't worry about the bad things that people are doing, and it has nothing to do with you.
Absolutely. Because, I think Vera and I, one of the reasons why we wanted to do this Facebook Live on a really hot Monday afternoon, I'm literally sweating to my ankles. I just say I'm sweating to my ankles. Is this simple truth. Like I do believe in business karma. I believe in karma in life anyway, but I do believe that there is such a thing as like, obviously this karma in business. If you put out negativity and you put out, not great energy, people not only are going to see that and feel that and kind of keep that in the back of their head, but people that you work with are going to see that. And second of all, I think you have to stop sometimes and just ask yourself, what am I going to gain? Like truly, what are you going to gain by becoming obsessed with, somebody else who might not have, if you're so worried about what other people are doing, what is the gain for you in it? Is it, and maybe someone could say, listen, I just really love getting upset when other people get good things. It just makes my soul full when I know I can get upset when I see someone get something that I wish I had, and listen, I think that, jealousy and those kind of things are human nature. And listen, I think we're all gosh, I'd be lying if I said to you, Vera, in the 12 years that we've been doing this, if someone that we know got something, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Like, wow, I wish my name had been tossed in the hat for that. And I think, Vera, I can say from a fact is that the two of us have never, ever, ever, ever been just torn somebody down for the sake of tearing somebody down just because we feel like good about ourselves. Like, that's just not who we are. And so, and a majority of the people in this group that we know really well, we know that people aren't like that either. I think that's why we've kind of all gravitated towards each other, because we're all very much like that. We just aren't like that. And, I don't know, we just, that quote really spoke to us that Claudia had put, and we're like, yeah, don't be focused on everybody else. Be focused with you. Be focused with your hustle. Be focused in bettering yourself and moving forward and building your business. And you know what, on top of that, help other people do the same. I think at the end of the day, that's the best way we can help each other and be together, grow together. And it's just, God, it's just good, a good way to be in this world, right? Is there any other way?
And I'm not as nice as you.
No, you're not. I will put that out there.
I agree wholeheartedly with what you're saying. And
you are intrinsically, you, one thing I'll say about you, you're loyal to a fault. You really are. And I've always loved that about you. You're very loyal, but you're also like, we joke back and forth that, Vera's like, can be really, but I think what is great about you, Vera, is that you're just very honest. Like, you're not someone that's going to beat around the bush. You say it, you say what's on your mind, but you are anything but, you're the opposite of you love to help people.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So I love that. Stay in your lane.
We have a glistening glow, both of us now.
I'm sweating. It's called sweat. It's sweat from the outside. Stay in your lane. Focus on your own work. Build it.
Yes.
Share what you know. I think that's also important. The more, I feel like this is like an 80s commercial. The more you know, the more you grow. Right?
The more you grow. Did you see water get flung at my camera as I did that? I'm melting in this office, and then this is like the real mom hustle. Vera was joking. She was like, my daughter's going to be home at 3. I have to be done at 3:50, and I have to go get, like, each of my sons has warts all over their, like, elbows. My son has 3 on his face. We got to get them frozen. Henry, feel so bad.
I'm glad to do this quick Facebook Live. I'm glad we were able to get it out in the time that we did, because it was really important. We were talking about it all day. So thanks everybody for listening, and we'll check back on the comments. We can't really see everything right now. Mm-hmm. Ruth, I wish more people shared what was working for them. We try. Every time I see something that's going on SEO or that's sort of where my head's been lately. I constantly post links and I do put it out there, and it's true. I wish more people sort of dove in that way, because I do agree. Like for me, and Audrey, I know she feels the same way. I feel like the more bloggers are elevated, the more women entrepreneurs are elevated, the more women business owners are elevated, it only helps the rest of the group.
Right, absolutely.
I want you to get a spread in Oprah. I want you to land a commercial. I want you, in my heart of hearts, to land a commercial for Olay, because that just means that it opens up the world for more people. Like, this is so logical. Like, I don't know why people don't think like this.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going, my office is a mess. I see my mirror. You can kind of see what's going on behind me. I was trying to block it so that you could.
Yeah, that was perfect. And and I tried to, like, I have all my shelves are empty, like over here.
Oh, good.
I have all these boxes I'm getting there. I'm trying. I'm going little by little, so I'm not going to get overwhelmed.
You're getting through it, girl. All right. So until next time.
Bye, guys.